Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. And today is a very special one. We're going to give you an in-depth review of one of the most popular sneakers bots at the moment, Usnkrs. Now Usnkrs is one of the leading, if not the leading, Nike sneakers bot at the moment and getting a lot of success. Some people saying it's the best sneakers bot you can buy on the market right now, others saying that it's the best beginners bot you can buy right now. Now I've been using Usnkrs for quite a long time now, so in this video we're going to give you everything you need to know about this bot, the pros and cons, how to use it, and most importantly whether you should buy this sneakers bot. If this video helps you, drop a like on today's video and subscribe to the channel because we are close to hitting that 10,000 subscribers. So first things first, before we hop onto Usnkrs, let's give you the basics of this bot. Now Usnkrs is a Nike and sneakers bot only and costs around the £150 mark for every 6 months. If you get it within a group buy, it can be a little cheaper, and if you get it just from them, it can be a little more expensive. Now this bot is usually out of stock, however they do exclusive restocks. This will be hosted usually via their Twitter, but the best way you can get this sneakers bot is by being in a good cook group because they will do group buys every so often. For example, within my group, we will always do a Usnkrs group buy at least once every 1 to 2 months, so all of our members in the group can purchase Usnkrs if they want it. Now Usnkrs will not generate your accounts for you. You're still going to have to make your accounts to input them into Usnkrs and they will enter them for you. It is a GUI based bot. Now what does that mean? There is two types of interfaces within botting. You have CLI, which you might have seen in like movies and so on. This almost looks like you're hacking. This is like a little tab and it'll tell you what the code is doing. And then there is GUI, which makes it look nice and pretty and a lot more user friendly. Now people have different preferences. I know a lot of people who actually prefer CLI because this is done by putting all the information in spreadsheets, so people find that easier. However, a lot of people also do prefer GUI, which makes it look a lot nicer, nice easy buttons, tells you what to do and so on. GUI is usually a lot easier for beginners. And as you will see when we hop onto Usnkrs, they are GUI based, making it quite easy to navigate around. Now that's all that needs to be said at the moment. Let's hop onto Usnkrs and give you that in-depth review. Alright, so as you can see now, we are on Usnkrs. So this will be a little walkthrough, everything you need to know all compact into this 15 minutes so you can be up and running and cooking sneakers like everyone else. So as I've said before, Usnkrs is used for Nike and sneakers. There's no other site. So as you open up Usnkrs for the first time, you'll be greeted with their homepage. You can see your statistics, upcoming releases and so on. And every bit that you see on the left hand side has different reasons. So you have a calendar, you have tasks, proxies where you put your accounts, your draw profiles, your card profiles, your forward emails, and most importantly your settings. This is a great example because first things first, you want to make sure that your Usnkrs is up to date, and you can see that by where my mouse is now. And as you can see, my Usnkrs is not up to date, so we're going to go ahead and update it. As you can see here, it takes literally seconds. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is actually head over to the settings part, and this may look quite confusing when you first load it up. However, you need to fill this in before you get going, in my opinion. So if you want, you can change your nickname and you can even change the checkout sound if you want. But first things first, you're going to want to change your Discord webhook settings and you want to turn this on. After that, you're going to want to save a Discord success webhook and a Discord fail webhook. Alright, so the way you want to set up a webhook is go over to your Discord and make your own server, which you can do at the bottom where you can press add server, or I already have one here, so I'm just going to create another channel. You can do this by literally pressing create a channel on the text channel, name it what you want, so let's use this for tutorial. You're then going to create your channel. After this channel is created, you're going to press the settings button for it, press integrations, webhooks, create a webhook, and then you're going to name it on what you want. So I'm just going to call this Usnkrs win. Copy this webhook, save it so you know it's there. You can then X off it and you can close Discord and put this into this section here. After you put it into this section, make sure you do press save and then repeat the steps for Discord fail webhook. These settings here you might want to play around with in the future. However, when you start off, the default settings are completely fine. So let's get into the good part. So the way that Usnkrs works is you will input your Nike accounts into the bot. The bot will then use these Nike accounts and enter them into certain draws. Now what makes a bot special instead of doing them manually? Well, using a bot allows you to enter 10, 20, 30, 40, 500 accounts if you wanted to off different IP addresses. Now when you enter manually off your phone, that is one IP address and you can't enter any more on that phone. So by using Usnkrs, you can enter them off proxies, which means the accounts you actually enter will not be filtered because they're coming off different IP addresses. And it also allows you to enter, if you wanted to, hundreds of accounts in a short space of 2 to 3 minutes, which is why it does so well. So the next step you're actually going to want to do is head over to Nike accounts. You're going to import your Nike accounts. So then you'll be greeted with this screen. Now obviously I've had to blur all of my accounts so no one can nick them, but once you're ready, all you're going to want to do is head over to add sneakers accounts. So it asks you to put your email and your password password in this format. So you put your email in here, and then you're going to want to use this symbol, which is a direct straight line, and then put your password. Obviously don't type in password, put your actual password to the Nike account. So do this for all of your accounts. You can do this for as many accounts as you have, and you can do it all at once. So you can actually do 100 accounts, copy and paste them all in there, and jobs are good. After you have done that, you're going to want to press save. Sounds pretty obvious, but make sure you press save. After that, your Nike account is now imported into Usnkrs. What do you need to do now? So next things next, you want to head over to your draw profiles, which is where you can see this account, put your CVV in, and assign a proxy if you wanted to. So head over to your draw profiles, and then you will see the profile that you have added in this section. What you're going to want to do is you're going to press this button here, which is add the profile to it, and then you're going to want to add your CVV. So what that CVV is, you have your card, you have them 3 digits on the back. I would show an example, but I can't really show you my card details. But the 3 digits on the back is what you're going to want to put into Usnkrs. Why that is? Well, even when you save your card onto a Nike account, you still need the CVV when you enter the account. It's like a security thing. So click on the CVV, then you're going to want to put your 3 digits in there. So for example, if it's 111, you put 111 in there. You can then select the profile size that you've added to the account. It doesn't really have to. You can actually leave that at none if you want. And then you can assign a proxy to this account. So this is the most common way people will use Usnkrs, is they will use ISPs or DCs. Now this is when you pay monthly for a proxy list that stays the same every single month. One DC proxy or one ISP proxy means one task, okay? You can't use the same proxy for multiple tasks because you won't win. So if you have 50 accounts, you need 50 data center proxies or 50 ISP proxies. To make your Nike accounts higher success and higher quality, what people do is they assign one proxy to the same account. So whenever that account enters, it's always off the same proxy, which is going to really help your success rates in the long run. So you would then copy and paste your proxy in here. Now, as you can see, your proxy will look something like a load of numbers with some dots in there, dot around like that, and you'll have a couple letters in. That's what a proxy tends to look like. So once you have done that, you're going to link the profile. Click that and boom, now your CVV is attached with Usnkrs, and you've also assigned a proxy to your accounts, and you're nearly ready to get going now. If you have 50 accounts that you've just put into the Nike accounts, you can also bulk link them to a proxy or bulk link them to a CVV. The way you're going to do this is you're going to press bulk link to CVV, and it works the exact same here. You have the format of the email, CVV, size, and proxy. Same how we did it before. You the email, then you use that slash, well, the straight slash, then you'd put your 3 digits for your CVV, then another straight slash, and then you'd put the size you want, another straight slash, and then you put the proxy. So that's going to link all of your accounts all at once. Does that kind of make sense? Obviously, if you've done that step before that we did, where you individually added the CVV and proxy, you don't need to do the bulk link CVV. It's already sorted. The way you can check it's been added is you can see it on your draw profile. So as you can see here, this is a test@gmail.com. The CVV has been added, and if I clicked on here, also the proxy is there as well. So now you have your account all sorted. You want to run for a drop. How do you make your tasks? How do I get started, and how do I start cooking? We will go through the other small features in Usnkrs at the end of the video. However, this is the main majority of how to set up. So the most common way and the most safest way of making your task is heading over to the Sneakers calendar. You can see all the upcoming releases. It's a great UI Usnkrs has, very beginner friendly, and I love the UI to use. So you have your accounts all set up. There is just one more step you have to do before you run for your first drop, and this is called running saved sessions. So Usnkrs is a browser-based Nike bot, which means it opens up a Chrome browser and you can literally see it putting in the information and entering for the draw. You'll see this with what I'm about to show. However, what a saved session does is you need to run these just once before you run all of your accounts. So you'll run a save session for an account and you'll never have to run save sessions again. You can then just run for every drop coming up. What that does is essentially it saves the session. It does what it says in the tip. So when you launch tasks for future drops, it won't have to go through the process of logging in. It will straight away load up the Chrome and be able to enter your task straight away instead of having to log in every time. It saves the session and uses that session for all the upcoming releases. So the way you're going to run save sessions, you're going to press create task right here. Entry type, this is what you're going to want to change to saved sessions. You can ignore a lot of this. It does look quite confusing. However, just follow my steps. Make sure your country is in the right country, of course. I'm from the UK, it's UK. And then profiles. These are the profiles you've just inputted in. You have to bullet all of that as well. You're going to want to scroll down to the emails and accounts that you want to run save sessions for. A quick way of doing this is import all of your accounts at once and then simply press select all profiles. All ready profiles, select. But for me, I only want to run one, so I'm just going to select the one I want to run. You're then going to want to choose a proxy option. Now, do you remember we put a proxy to that profile? This is why now, instead of having to assign proxies and so on, you can simply press use profile proxy. that will use the proxy that we put into the account. All done for you. Amazing. So then you can ignore all the rest and you can press create task. Boom, look at that. That task is now created, and you want to start these one by one by pressing the start task button, and once that one is saved, you will press start again for the next one. Simple as that. Once they all go green, save sessions done, you have done your save sessions. Happy days, you don't have to do them ever again. If you get an error, it'll most likely be a proxy issue, a credentials issue, which means you put the wrong email and password so it can't log in. So you have run the save sessions, you are now ready to make the tasks and run for some drops. So let's show you how to do it. But what you're going to want to do is you're now going to want to head over to your calendar. This is the easiest way of making the task, so I definitely recommend following. From here, you're going to see all the drops that SNKRS has to offer. So say if I want to create tasks for these Jordan 1 High wash pinks that are releasing tomorrow. Find it on the calendar, you're then going to want to press plus the create task. So after you have clicked that, you're going to see this screen, which again, it might seem confusing, but just follow my steps. So make sure your country is correct, and your entry type, you're going to leave that there because from using it from the calendar, it's already done it for you. From here, same as last time, you're going to select the profiles that you want to use. You can press use already profiles to do them all straight away, or if you want to select your individual ones like I'm going to do, you can select the individual one you want to. And as simple as this, you're now going to select the size you want. So I want to run for a size 8, or if you have all of them, you want to run for a size range, what you can do is you can click, hold down and drag to what sizes you want running for. Now select proxy option. Again, if you've assigned a proxy within your profile, you can simply press use profile proxy. Here you can schedule the launch time. However, personally, if you're going to be at the PC, you don't need to do this. You can do it all yourself. Scheduled entry start, make sure this is at 8 AM or a little bit after. As you can see here, 19 seconds. This is what they recommend to do from the Usnkrs. This is where it can get a little confusing. So what Usnkrs suggests to do to find out what number you want to put in, if it is a 15-minute draw on SNKRS, what you will do is you will divide this number here by the amount of tasks you have. So as you can see here, if it's a 15-minute draw, what you're going to do is you're going to put this number into a calculator. You're then going to press divide by the amount of tasks you have. So say if you had 10 tasks, you're going to put 10, and then you're going to press equals, and that is the number that you put into this entry distribute. So I then go into here and I'm going to type in 78,000. Now if it's a Leo drop, just follow the steps within the Usnkrs server. So if it's a 2-minute drop, you're going to get this number and divide it by how many tasks you have, and that works out what number you put in here. Once you've done that, you're basically set up. Timeout delays, typing speed, and all that sort of stuff you can leave default. You can play around with these in the future if you wanted to. However, I recommend just leaving these as it is. This is the default on what Usnkrs suggests. After that, boom, create your tasks. And that is your task created. But before we do get into the results of the drop and how to use the bot during the drop, I want to give a shout out to my group Kaikicks Apprentice. This is the group where we teach you everything you need to know about sneaker reselling, a lot more in depth than what I'm doing on YouTube. We tell you about all the upcoming releases, all the raffles, how to start sneaker botting, and give you a lot of detailed information to ensure that you're making hundreds or even thousands a month from reselling. If you are interested in joining, it will be top link down in the description below. Here is some of our members' cooks, and their testimonials says enough for itself. We have plenty of members in there cooking up, making money, making profit, and we can teach you to do the exact same to make sure you are a successful sneaker reseller. So top link down in the description if you are interested in joining, because we give you everything you need to know about. And if you use code Usnkrs, you will get 35% off your first month, meaning you can be in the group for less than £15. £15 to potentially make thousands a month seems like a good trade-off. Alright, so that is your in-depth review. Now let's get on to the pros and cons of Usnkrs. Now I'll be honest, this bot has a lot more pros than it does cons in my opinion. One of the biggest pros being, as it's a GUI, it's very easy to use. You can get great success with this bot. It's a great representative of the more time you put in, the more success you're going to get, such as quality of accounts and so on. Staff are great within there. I've never had to wait longer than half an hour for a response if I've ever had a question, so they are there to help you, and the overall cost of the bot alone isn't that much, so that's going to be another pro from me. Now in terms of cons, I wouldn't really take this as a negative in my opinion. This is just something that people may find a bit annoying, and it actually isn't Usnkrs' fault at all. Now this is going to be your running / scaling costs. For these night counts, you're going to be running good quality DC and ISP proxies, and they're going to to run you back around £1.50 per IP address, meaning if you want to run 50 accounts, that's £65 a month just on proxies, which follows on to other running costs as well. With Usnkrs being a browser-based Nightbot, it uses a lot of CPU storage, your RAM, and so on, meaning you can't run hundreds of tasks on the same computer. You're most likely going to want to run different servers. So if you are looking to run 200 plus accounts, you're looking at multiple servers, and you're also looking at multiple copies of Usnkrs. Now, a good thing about Usnkrs is they do offer extra licenses for only an extra £40, and they often do discounts for it, so you can't really complain there. However, I've got to involve the scaling and proxy costs because I know some people will find that quite expensive. But the biggest pro of all, with this being a browser-based bot, your quality of counts will matter, meaning you will get higher success rate using a browser-based bot rather than a request-based bot. Now, requests may allow you to do hundreds of tasks on the same server, however, it will not get you the same win rate that Usnkrs does, so the pros and cons definitely balance out to be a bigger pro. Now, if you want to learn everything you need to know about sneakers, whether that's more in-depth how to use this bot, check out the top link down in the description below where we teach you everything you need to know about within my cook group Kaikicks Apprentice. We have hundreds of different members all learning, all cooking up, and we are here to support you with your journey. Drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, comment down below what you think about Usnkrs and what bot you want to see me next do a review on, and of course subscribe to the channel, and good luck in all of your releases. Peace out, guys.